Hello everybody, this is Rick Ray from rickrayfx.com on November the 8th, 2020. And this is the weekly Forex analysis that I do every Sunday evening to have a look at the charts and see what we can expect might happen during the upcoming week. So let's jump over and get started. Here we are, guys. And looking, of course, at gold, which is at the top of my chart. And what do we see on gold? Well, everybody knows gold is bullish. I don't think anybody would disagree with me on that. All right, gold is bullish, definitely bullish. We were in this range, this very tight range, for so long, and nothing happening, just up and down, up and down, up and down. But finally, as I kept talking about, during this time period, we're waiting for that breakout above 1917, which it finally did on Thursday. And it made a heck of a move up to about 1950. And then played around a little bit on Friday, pulled back, went up above, and reached a high on Friday of about 1960. So gold is definitely bullish, and our next resistance is 1970. That's our next strong resistance, 1970, and we will probably find some sellers waiting there at that level, 1970. So there is likely to be some profit taking when we get to 1970, and it's likely to pull back. Okay, but 1917 is our strong support, 1917, and then below that 1881. But I'm expecting to see gold continue to move, and if we break above 1970. Then our next level of resistance will, of course, be 2000. Okay, and that's certainly within reach. And most traders are expecting to hear about a stimulus package for the U.S. economy, and that's what boosted gold back in April. If you remember, the Congress approved a $3 trillion stimulus package in April, actually the end of March. And then from April till August, gold moved up 6,000 pips. So really it's a case of fasten your seat belts. It appears that this is what we are getting ready for. We've been waiting for this, but there's been arguments going on between the Democrats and Republicans. And now a lot of the political nonsense, I guess you could say, that's been going on in the States seems to have been settled, and we have now the President-elect Joe Biden, and we should start to see some more normality in the markets, hopefully. At least that's what we all are looking forward to. But gold is bullish, and we should expect to see a continuing move up. Usually on Monday morning, the Asian Pacific market will follow the trend, so we might not get much of a pullback. If we get a pullback, that would be a good opportunity to go long at about 1938, 1940, right in that range there, 1938, 1940. It pulled back on Friday night to 1940, and I went long with another trade and was fortunate to get in there, and I'm still holding that over the weekend and expecting that we will go up to probably 1970. I expect on Monday, actually. But we'll see how it unfolds. And then we have the New Zealand US dollar. And now as we start talking about the majors, this is very interesting. The New Zealand US has reached a very high resistance area. These are extreme highs. Okay, it did break above that on Friday quite a bit, quite strong. But you see it has broken above that before, several months ago. And then again just back in end of September. But those are extreme highs. So I think we're getting into overbought territory, and we should start to see some pullbacks, and that would be depending on whether or not we see strengthening of the US dollar. Okay, and it's the same thing for the odd US. It has reached one resistance level. It has been up to a little bit higher just recently, back in end of August. We got up to a higher resistance level. But since before that, it's a long time ago that it's been up in those price ranges, a long time ago. So these are extreme highs for the odd and the New Zealand US, and depending on whether the US dollar should strengthen, I believe it will, I expect to see the AUD and the New Zealand US start to pull back to lower areas. So, but just wait and see if we start to get a turnaround. Okay, at the moment, both of those are still bullish. So we could see some moves higher, but I think that we're going to start to see a transition period here now and see some strengthening of the US dollar against these currencies that are the base currencies against the US dollar. Then you have the pound US, and I'm just not even going to bother talking about the pound US. It is right now at a strong resistance level, and for a couple of weeks it's been trading in a tight range. There was some big moves up, and then a fall back down, and then another big move up with a doji on yesterday, Friday. Last Friday we had a doji candle, so we could start to see that fall back down as they unbelievingly continue to discuss Brexit. So I've just stayed away from the pound for the last few weeks. USDCAD is very interesting. All right, we're reaching extreme lows with the USDCAD. Okay, you see it's been down here back in end of August and early September. Couldn't go any lower, and then moved up. All right, came back down, moved up again, came back down, and we're at that same strong support level where it is now. So we could be looking at a turnaround with the US dollar, Canadian dollar, depending on whether we'll start to see some strengthening of the US dollar. Okay, the USD-CAD at extreme lows right now. And then the US dollar Swiss franc. Well, for this one, guys, this is so interesting. I love looking at this one. I need to change to actually the monthly chart to show you how important this one is. These are monthly candles. Okay, and we are at an extreme, super extreme support level with the US dollar Swiss franc. The last time it broke below this was, the last time it was anywhere below this was July of 14, 6 years ago. And it stayed above that level for 6 years. And when it broke below that before and then went quite a bit lower, that was 9 years ago. Okay, so it's a very, very significant, important support level where it is right now. And going back to the daily candles, we see that it has broken just a little bit below that. Okay, it doesn't look like much on the monthly, but on the daily it looks like, yeah, it made quite a strong break below there, but it's done that before, okay, a couple of months ago, a few times, and then jumped back up. Okay, so we could see the same sort of turnaround here with the US dollar Swiss franc. These are extreme lows for this currency pair. And then that's it for the majors. And then just to close out, I'll look at the US dollar index. And you see, I've been talking about this all last week, how sad the US dollar was looking, dropping. And now it's at extreme lows. Okay, so it hasn't been able to go any lower back in August of this year. And then, whoa, it's really low right now. This is a very, very strong support where it is now. So I'm expecting to see some strengthening of the US dollar. Hopefully with the settling down of the political situation in the US, that might be the catalyst that we need to give a little bit of strength, a little bit of push on the US dollar. But we'll just wait and see how things unfold next week. But that's my anticipation. Okay? All right, guys, so I don't know if this helps you too much. I'll be coming out with some signals tomorrow evening, Monday, on Facebook Live at 8 p.m. That's when the U.S. market opens for Forex trading. And that's my usual live Facebook time, 8 p.m., and I do that Monday to Friday. 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. So we'll see how things unfold with the opening of the Asian Pacific market, but I'm looking forward to an exciting week. I think the trading is going to become much more normal than it has been in the past, and I'm looking forward to especially the movement of gold. I'm expecting gold to continue to be bullish and move beyond 2,000 and above. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do that by clicking on my image that pops up here at the end of the video, and just click on that little bell, and then you'll get a notification every time I make a new video. And if you have any comments or questions, just leave them below the video and I will get back to you. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it. Have a great week. Bye-bye.